Have you ever told your teen, "Put your phone away," only to hear them reply, "Just 5 more minutes"? Or maybe they don't even respond, they just keep scrolling. Then it turns into another argument about screen time. Many parents tell me they're worried about how much time their teenagers spend on their phones and other devices. They've tried setting limits, taking devices away, lecturing their teen about the dangers of social media, or reminding them over and over again. But nothing seems to work. Here's something I've noticed. One of the biggest mistakes many parents make is focusing only on the phone instead of understanding why their teen is on the phone in the first place. Because if you only fight the symptom, you'll miss the underlying issue. Imagine your kitchen floor is covered in water. You could spend all day mopping it up, but unless you turn off the leaking faucet, the floor will keep getting wet. In many families, excessive screen time is like the water on the floor. The phone or tablet or computer isn't always the root problem. It's often a symptom of something deeper. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to address that deeper issue so you can help your teen reduce their screen time without constant arguments. I'm Daniel Wong. I'm a teen coach and I specialize in helping teens thrive. Many parents ask, how can I get my teen off their phone? But there's a better question to ask. What is my teen getting from their phone that they're not getting somewhere else? For some teens, the phone provides entertainment. For others, it provides connection. Or it provides distraction from stress, anxiety, loneliness, boredom, or disappointment. Think about adults for a moment. After a long day at work, some people reach for ice cream. Others pour themselves a drink or binge watch a show. Your teen may reach for social media, videos, or games. The behavior is different, but the principle is the same. They're trying to regulate how they feel. This doesn't mean every teen who spends hours on a device has emotional problems. Sometimes they're bored, or maybe it has just become a habit. But if we only focus on taking the phone away, we may never address the reason they keep going back to it. When parents get worried, their instinct is understandable. They tighten the rules or confiscate the device. Sometimes those measures are necessary. But control by itself rarely produces lasting change. The more teenagers feel controlled, the stronger their urge to reclaim their independence. Psychologists call this reactance, and we all experience it to some extent. If someone tells you that you absolutely cannot do something, you often want to do it even more. That doesn't mean you should let your teen do whatever they want. Boundaries are important. In fact, healthy boundaries help teenagers feel secure. But boundaries work best when they're combined with understanding and trust. Because the goal isn't simply compliance, the goal is self-control. This is an important mindset shift. Your ultimate goal should not be, my teen spends 2 fewer hours on their phone every day. Your goal should be, my teen learns how to manage technology wisely even when I'm not around. After all, one day they'll become an adult and you won't be there to monitor every decision. So real success isn't raising a teenager who follows your rules only because you're watching. Real success is raising a young adult who can regulate themselves. And that starts long before they leave home. So here are some strategies you can use with your teen. Strategy number 1. Don't just set rules. Create ownership. It's easy for parents to create rules in the heat of the moment. We've all been there. Let's say your teen has been using their phone for 3 hours. You get frustrated and suddenly announce, "That's it, no phone for a week." Not surprisingly, the conversation doesn't go well. So what should you do instead? Choose a calm moment. Talk about screen time before it becomes a conflict. Explain your concerns and ask for your teen's perspective. Work together to establish reasonable expectations. That doesn't mean your teenager gets to make all the decisions. You're still the parent. But when teens see the reasoning behind the boundaries and have some ownership in the process, they're more willing to cooperate. For example, instead of saying, "No phones after dinner," you might explain, "I would really like our family to have at least one opportunity every day to talk without distractions." That's a very different message. The boundary stays the same, but the motivation behind it becomes clearer. Strategy number 2. Replace, don't just remove. It's easy to become so focused on reducing screen time that we overlook the importance of replacing it with something meaningful. Imagine someone tells you to stop eating junk food, but they never help you find healthier alternatives. Eventually, when you get hungry enough, you'll probably go back to the junk food that feels so familiar. The same thing happens with teenagers. If you remove the device but leave a vacuum behind, the device will often return. So ask yourself what you can help your teen move toward. It could be things like sports, music, photography, coding, volunteering, art, cooking, part-time work, or starting a business. The activity should give your teen purpose and enjoyment. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please click the like button. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on future videos about helping teens thrive. Strategy number 3. Pay attention to what the phone is doing for your teen. Suppose your teen spends hours watching videos every evening. You might be tempted to conclude, my teen has no self-discipline. But I recommend that you become curious instead. Maybe school has been overwhelming lately. Maybe they've had friendship issues. Maybe they're anxious about an upcoming exam. Sometimes, the answer is more straightforward. They've developed an unhealthy habit or simply enjoy the entertainment their phone provides. But curiosity always leads to better conversations than if you just make assumptions. So instead of saying, you're addicted to your phone, you could ask, I've noticed you've been spending more time online recently. Is something going on? That single question may open the door to a conversation that would never have happened otherwise. When you understand the function or purpose of the behavior, you're in a much better position to help. Strategy number 4. Examine your own tech habits. Now, I'm not trying to guilt trip you. I'm a father of 3 myself, and I know I'm definitely not a perfect parent. So examining your own tech habits isn't about guilt. It's about awareness. Whether your teen admits it or not, they're probably watching you more closely than you realize. If you tell them to put their phone away, but you check your own phone every few minutes, your example communicates even more powerfully than your words do. Ask yourself these questions. What does my own relationship with technology communicate? Do I put my phone away during meals? Do I maintain eye contact during conversations? Do I check something on my phone whenever there's a spare minute? Once again, there's no such thing as a perfect parent. But when parents model healthy habits, those habits become more credible. Strategy number 5. Build a life that competes with the phone. Technology companies invest enormous resources into making their apps engaging. Infinite scrolling, notifications, personalized recommendations, autoplay. Your teen isn't competing against something that's just kind of entertaining. They're competing against teams of highly skilled designers whose job is to keep users engaged. That's why if you tell your teen to go do something else that doesn't involve a screen, it usually isn't enough. Instead, try to help your teen build a life that naturally competes with the screen. Things like strong friendships, meaningful hobbies, family traditions, or goals they care about. When their offline life becomes richer, screen time often becomes less appealing. If you only remember one thing from this video, let it be this. Don't focus only on reducing your teen's screen time. Focus on helping them build a life where the screen no longer feels like their most rewarding option. When you address what's driving your teen's behavior, not just the behavior itself, you're much more likely to create lasting change. Quick question, does your teen lack motivation? If so, I have a resource for you. It's this free ebook I've written called 16 Keys to Motivating Your Teenager. Visit daniel-wong.com/ebook to download the ebook today. The download link is also in the description. And here's this other video I've created about the smart way to argue with your teen. In the video, I explain the 7 tips every parent should be using. You'll find the video useful, so watch it next.